think today's gonna be nice. Bicycling to San Cristobal was amazingly beautiful, so hopefully get something similar today. Probably. I'm really gonna miss this high altitude weather. Nice and cool out here. Hola! Actually in San Cristobal they don't have any heating or cooling because the weather, in my opinion, is just amazing. In the afternoon you can be shorts and t-shirt. At night, in the evening, it's nice and cool. Great for sleeping. Baby horse. Pretty incredible. I decided to take the longer route, the one that's over 100 kilometers, because the one that was like, I don't know, 10 or something kilometers more was a dirt road. As you might know, I'm not opposed to taking a dirt road, but the end of the day here, kind of just want to play it safe. To the Cascada El Chiflon Park. I was actually planning on doing this hike tomorrow, but I just wanted to see if they have cabins here. They do have some, but they're 600 pesos, which is a little bit expensive, and I think there's another hotel in town. So, but since the hike's only an hour and it was actually kind of a little bit further inland off the road than I thought, I'm actually just gonna go do the hike now and then find my hotel later. dunked my head in the water and it felt pretty good. Where I ended up sleeping last night. Offered camping here, but my stuff was wet, so he said I could sleep in the hammock, but it wasn't working out, so I took my wet stuff out anyways. Didn't sleep too much last night, and I don't have any more data left on my phone, so today is going to be a bit of a challenge. So that kind of reminded me why I've been staying at more hotels and hostels than camping in Mexico. It's because when you're camping and you're not 100% sure of, you know, the environment around you and stuff like that, it can be harder to sleep. I was actually listening to a podcast about that recently. They're saying that you don't sleep deeply when you're, like I said, not sure about your environment. So yeah, so that's why hotels, at least finding the cheap one in town, has been worth it for me, because sleep is important. Possible bird fight over there. Oh, everything's cool. So I think I figured out my next move. Going to do a short day to the next significant town, Comitán, connect to the internet, and then figure out my next move for tomorrow. Hey, no! 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 Hey, no! No. Hey.
She's like, archery seems to be the only one where even if you don't have a good day, you're still happy. Like if I'm on the racetrack and I'm driving a race car, or if I'm, you know, swimming or whatever, and I just have a bad day, like I'm just not firing on all cylinders, like it, you know, it just kind of pisses me off.
Right.
There's something about archery where even if I'm not having a good day, like
y así pues yo salí, pero no quisiera estafarme, tanto lo quisiera buscar, no sé.
Today I've got a pretty big day, but not only because I'm doing almost 100 kilometers of riding, but because Well, I thought I had heard of Comitán before, so I decided to do a bit of a internet search. And it turns out there's some ruins just outside of the city. So I'm going to check that out kind of first thing in the morning, and then be heading towards the border. It's a pretty intense climb to get up here, but I think that's going to mean that it's going to be a pretty cool spot. This place is pretty crazy. I'm really enjoying the fact that it's like in the jungle a little bit. So, kind of a slight detour of getting to the border is this lagoon and ruins here. It looks like, from looking on the GPS, that I would be riding into the rain, but let's do it. Wash it off. I'm so excited to eat this. It's been a long day, but I'm having fun. The good news is that those tacos were absolutely delicious. Bad news is that the guy making them told me that the Zona Arqueológica, so the ruins on the site, are closed. They just closed at 4, so I missed that. Thought it would close at 5 or something. So I guess I'm not going to see them, but I guess one archaeological site in one day, still pretty good. So it's now 6 o'clock and I still have 33 kilometers to go. Dias amigos. So yesterday was really fun, so much fun that I did make it to my objective, which was the Mexican border town that I'm not going to try to pronounce. I'm about 20 kilometers out. Ended up sleeping at a roadside motel that only had chips and cervezas, so that's what I had for supper. So I'm pretty starved. Gonna get something to eat, and then I'm gonna head to Guatemala. One last huevos a la mexicana. I think that was a roadblock back there. I just kind of walked through with my bike and no one gave me any trouble. That was actually the first one that I've encountered in Mexico. I'd heard about them a lot, so I'm surprised it took this long to happen, but went pretty smoothly. Onto the border. Oh, actually there's more here. That's how you get through a civilian protest if you're on a bicycle. At least that time. So I passed through another one of the blockades. That one was more complex. Times like those, you just gotta go through and pretend like you're supposed to be there. Thankfully it seemed to be a political blockade, so I guess they don't really have a problem with the foreign cycle tourists passing through. It's more to get the government's attention, I think. Thankfully it wasn't one of the criminal blockades where they just ask for money, although I think the two can kind of be combined. Alright, so here starts the border process and here ends this video. I hope you enjoyed. The next video I will be crossing over into Guatemala, so check out for that. And this is all part of my bicycle tour from Canada to Argentina. If you'd like to see everywhere I went and what I got up to, you can check out my website, followthehumoftheearth.com. And to follow my continuing adventures, you can subscribe to my channel. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good one.